Swarupa Nirupana Hetave Gurave Sri Annapurnamba Saitam Sri Amritanandana Saraswati Sri Guru Sri Padukam Pujyami Darpayam Namah Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnam Tajivarnam Tadrabhujam Vasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarva Vignopashante Akajarna Padmarkam Gajanana Mahannidam Manegadantam Bhaktanam Yekadantam Upasmahe Gananam Tva Ganapatim Gavamahe Gavingavinam Upavasravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspada Anasrunvannoti Vittirasadanam Om Triman Mahaganadhipataye Namadhyayami Om Trim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapatiye Varavarada Sarvajanam Mevasamani Yatsvaha Om Trim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapatiye Varavarada Sarvajanam Mevasamani Yatsvaha Om Trim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapatiye Varavarada Sarvajanam Mevasamani Yatsvaha Om Trim Bring Kling Glaungam Ganapatiye Varavarada Sarvajanam Mevasamani Yatsvaha. Welcome back, Sri Matre Namaha. Mahalavanya Sevadihi Sarvaruna. We are talking about the red color. And the form of the formless entity always speaks to us. We think that we are speaking to her by the way of stotra. That itself is the illusion. Every inch of her body, every pearl, every stone of her ornaments, they send us a message. Color, they speak. When we come to the Sarva Bharata Bhushta, the Abharanas, then we know how they talk to us. So, yesterday we were talking about Vastram, the red. Her dress is red in color. All the flowers are also red in color. Did we touch the flowers or we didn't touch? Yes? Did I talk to you about Parijata flower? Yes. Some people say yes, some people say no. Both are correct. When the mind is absent, whatever signals coming from the world will not be received. In one way, I should say Georgia is spiritually elevated. That's why what I am talking, she hasn't got it. At the same time, I appreciate your attention of Sharada and Prakash Rao, Prashant Rao. They are focused on my speech. Both are very good. This is how I need to take. So, Pushpam, red flower. And what does Pushpam represent in our daily puja? The awareness and broad-mindedness. If I have $10, donating $1 is not great. If I'm ready to donate even $9 at the time of necessity, that's a great. So the broad-mindedness in sacrifice is also denoted by the. That's why if you Mandara Kusuma Priyam, did you do the homework? How many people sent the homework to me? If I were in a class, I will ask you to stand up on the bench. That's what my teacher did. If you didn't do the homework. Next time, if you don't do the homework, you need to do like this. Yes, like that. That's all. So, her flowers are red in color. And the radiance is red in color. And the radiance reminds us of Aruna, the chariot of Surya. And because of Surya, the whole time cycle is running. So when I'm thinking of Aruna, when I'm reciting the Padam Aruna, number one, I'm coming out of my illusion, Maya. Number two, I'm becoming broad-minded. Number three, I'm always energetic and lively. Right from the morning when you get up till the time you are sleeping, are we maintaining the same level of energy? That we need to focus on. Sarvaruna. Aruna is also, see, when you do the worship with kumkum, red powder, or the red flowers, you are actually communicating with God, with Mother. I don't need anything, Amma. You are there. I have devotion on you. That's more than enough for me. So it's funny that people are asking for something when they are doing the kumkum puja. It is for renunciation and saying that I don't need anything except you. So every information is embedded in this word Sarvaruna. Next, Sarvaruna Anavadyangi. Angi means body parts. Anavadyangi means not even a single part of her body is having a dosha, defect, as per Samudrika Shastra or as per the Tattva. Samudrika Shastra, she also has worn this nose ring to which a pearl will be hanging, and that will be touching the upper lip, because upper lip is called Uchishta, the lower lip is called Amruta. Adharecha Amrutakala Jishwayantu Saraswati. Amrutakala Devata is there. So just the only defect as per the Samudrika Shastra, to remove that, she is having a nose ring with a pearl. But actually, to tell you frankly, there is no defect. She doesn't have a form. But she wants to remind us, even though you are perfect, when you are in a form, it's quite natural that you may be having at least one defect. So I cannot search for a perfect husband, perfect wife, perfect child. I need to understand there is no perfect. I need to adjust with what perfectness I have around me and in me. So as per the Samudrika Shastra, Ajanubahum Aravindatalayataksham, Rama description. Ajanubahum, 6 foot 3 inches people also, they have got Ajanubahum. Is that what they are referring? No. Ajanubahum, the Ajanu, that means knee. When you stretch your hands, put your hands down, it's almost extending up to knee. That means there is no limit for this giving attitude. When the hands are very long, that means it reminds us, the long hands reminding us, I need to have lot of giving attitude. When the eyes are very wide, Aravindatalayataksham, lotus leaf or lotus petal, then that means I should have a clear vision of the world, like Maradi Mandagamana, what I need, what I should not bother about. These are the qualities, even though it is said Samudrika Lakshana. But our abharanas, some of the abharanas are designed to reduce the effect of the defects as per the Samudrika Lakshana. Like this ankle, this portion is the place for Shanishwara, lethargy. So there is a lot of, all the energies are there in the nature. When I am going out, I am coming back, I may be collecting that energy and I am walking into my house. That's why I need to wash my feet from the ankles to the feet. That's a culture we have. So in order to correct the defect, we have the anklets for the ladies. So like that, if you see, as per the Samudrika Lakshana, you need to take her body as the ideal teacher, which teaches us how every part needs to be. As per the Tattva, the Potana, the great poet, in Bhagavata says, what is the use of your vocal cord if it doesn't know how to recite the name of God? What is the use of your hands if it doesn't know how to prostrate to that great energy? And what is the use of your hearing ability if you cannot hear the internal sound of your anahata shabdam? So like this, every anga is given to you. Ashtavakra is a name coming in Bharata. I don't know how many people know about Ashtavakra. That means that jiva who is tied up with all the Ashtapashas, then all the activities are going in the Vakra Marga. It's going like this. So in the similar way, when I'm a very hypersensitive, when something flashes on my screen, immediately it goes off my mind. So Sarvaruna Anavadhyangi means every part of the body is doing what purpose is intended to. Based on Soundarya LAHARI, you can learn. Based on Lalitha Sahasranamam, you can learn. So, Sarvaruna Anavadhyangi. Not only Angi, whatever she does, it is dharma. That is how you need to understand. The dharma which is being set up for us is set up by Manu. And the same dharma is not applicable to her. For her, whatever Ramo Vigrahavan Dharma. Whatever Rama has done is dharma. Then there is no question, like a Supreme Court order, there is no question whether he can kill Vali from behind a tree. In the same way, whatever her form is Anavadhyangi. Also, on the other word, every part of the whole universe is her anga. Trees, animals, birds. So in this word Sarvaruna Anavadhyangi, as a Upasaka, I cannot find fault in any of these creatures around me, fellow beings around me. That also is a message for me. And then comes Sarvaruna Anavadhyangi Sarva Bharana Bhushita. This part I like, because this is where I can tempt all these ladies to go to jewelry shop. What all the jewelries you can wear, we are going to list down. But then, what is the prerequisite, qualification, pre-qualification you must have to wear the jewelry. Sarva Bharana Bhushita, Sarva Abharana Bhushita. That means whatever light I am seeing, that itself is coming from her body. The Jiva state is, if God comes in form, my mind is already trained that this is not God. This is not God. This is not God. So internally I feel that God is not a form. So suppose the lady walks into your house tomorrow morning, at your doorstep, very difficult to trust her as God and prostrate. Yes or no? Very difficult. So, even if she comes in a form, I cannot. If she's not having a form, I don't know. This is the state of Jiva. So, Sarva Abharana Bhushita. Abha means radiance. I can only experience her in every radiance that I am seeing. A radiance beyond these physical eyes. A radiance beyond the capacity of my mind. That's why whenever you are in deep meditation, I don't know how many people have got this, your body expands horizontally, vertically. Walls will crack, ceiling will crack, goes up, 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 up. All the meteors, planets, Milky Ways, galaxies, they'll be brushing aside. Sun will be going like this, moon will be going like this, stars will be hanging on to your forehead. Such an expansion will happen. That is feeling of that radiance. For that, these two eyes are not being used. The internal eye, the third eye need not be here. Just because Shiva is shown as a third eye, we are all saying third eye is here. No. Third eye is inside. And I'm opening the third eye. I'm finding myself one with the universe. So, in the same way, Abha means Kanti. The other meaning is Sarva Abharana Bhushita, all the ornament. In the Navavarana Puja, one by one, the Abharanas being seen. Aim Hrim Srim Lalitaye Navamani Mogutam Kalpayami Namaha. Navamani Mogutam Kalpayami Namaha. She is having a crown. By the way, do you have a crown in your house as Avarana? No, right? Only when you compete in a beauty contest, they'll put a small crown on your head. That means crown is a symbol of victory. What is her victory? Is it not great to create so much variations in the form, variations in the mind, yet creating bond between them, and everything surviving at her will and pleasure? Such a victory over the creation, over the mind, over the time, and that victory is won. And it says Navamani Mogutam. That's where the actual victory comes. Because this is Sarvanandamaya Chakra Swamini. What we have seen is a vikara of the Ananda. What I am seeing is the vikara of the Ananda. Only one. From that, 8 different rasas have come. Ananda is one rasa, cup together is Navarasa. She is the one who has merged all these rasas into one rasa. Raso Vai Saha. And that is the knowledge, and that is Saraswati. So, that gives us a meaning. If somebody is shouting, he is not shouting in anger, or if somebody is showing anger, he is enjoying his anger. There is a joy behind the anger. There is a joy behind depression. Yes, Doctor Pranavil? The depressed candidate also has a joy inside. That's why the joy is too much. That's why he is not able to come out of that. But is that joy good? No. Sattvika Anandam, Rajasika Anandam, tamasika ananda. If I hurt somebody and they cry and I'm getting internally joy, wow, now that's right. That is tamasika ananda. I don't have anybody, I don't know. The tamasika ananda. Rajasika ananda, I'm great, I'm doing this. Sattvika ananda, I'm happy. Different anandas are there. And this shows that whatever actions I do, I need to see the ananda behind the action. This is the rule of the day. You do a puja. How many of us are doing the puja not as a burden, as a time for me to relax and enjoy? Good. Like you are coming for satsang. It's your time. We're all I'm enjoying, you're enjoying. This is not a burden. In the same way, I need to do everywhere, particularly ladies, when you cook, cook with ananda. When you pack your children's tiffin boxes, when you do so much work you do, every work you do it ananda, because work is the only thing which burns your karma. Work with the ananda. That is why Yadevi Sarvabhuteshu Vrittirupena Samstha. I'm happy that I'm having a job. I don't care if my boss is good or not. I'm happy. There's what is the rhyme? If you're happy, clap. I forgot that. So maybe that's how you need to live. That person is having a crown. It is not physical, transparent. It's internal. That victory over all the rasas and enjoying each rasa. I was, actually, to tell you frankly, I'm not boasting. When I was in Boston, I was about to sign a house, buying a house. And the agent himself got pity on my budget. And he said, Subbarao is very tight budget. I don't think you can manage. I withdrew. A loss and a great disappointment to my family. But I was happy that mother has come in the form of that agent and warned me. I was not at all disappointed because within 1 week I lost my job. If the job was there, God only knows my... Again I was happy for losing the job because I lost my job just before Navaratris. Wow! I don't need to apply for leave. All the 9 days, I can do my puja. To be frank, I had to vacate the house, apartment. I was happy because I was given shelter in a basement. Long time back, I wanted to have a house with a basement. And mother has provided me a basement. Every time, happy, happy, happy. What put me in this seat is the training which is given by my guru, my mother, this mother and that mother. That's all. Every moment, happy. This is Nanya Pandhaina Vidite. It's the, other than this, there is no way. This is the only way you can survive. That is, Navamani Mogutam Kalpayamanamaham. Aim Rim Sim Laltaye Chandra Shakalam Kalpayamanamaham. On that crown, there is a half moon. Shankaracharya told, no, Ashtami Chandra Vibrada Dalikat Tarasobita. In that line we discussed. Amma, your forehead is like half moon. You are having another half moon there. It's full moon anyways. That's how he describes. Again, half moon symbol is a symbol of balance. Balance between everything. Balance between samsara and work. Balance between spirituality and the other things. I don't have that difference. Everything is spirituality for me. Talking to you is spirituality. So this kind of balance and control of mind, Chandra Sekalam Kalpiyavanaha, and that's the symbol. Because we touched this Chandra previously, I'm not expanding on this. Aim Reem Laltaye Simanta Sindhuram Kalpiyavanaha. This is where the come. Forgive me if somebody didn't follow what I said, but ladies should comb their hair with the central, what do you call, partition in the central, not in the sideways. Side is a little bit stylish, but it should be in the center, exactly, like Sonia ji is showing, center. And this line should, and that is actually has a lot of effect on your life. Really, trust me. My mother used to say that. It somehow gives you the balancing energy, balance of female and male energy. If anybody feels that they have more of a male energy, or if they are very shy and not mixing with us, trust me, this will work you. Balancing. And as a symbol, previously dancers used to wear an ornament along the partition. And here, Simanta Sindhuram Kalpiyavanaha. She wears the kumkum here. Not the normal kumkum, orangish. Sindhuram she wears. What is that Sindhuram representing again? When I am having this balance of energies, male and female, that means that is the essence of Vedas. Sruti Simanta Sindhuri Krita Padabja Dulika, where all the Vedas wanted to describe mother and adore her, this Simanta, Mang, that's right, Mang in Hindi, Mang Bharo Sajna, right. And, but they couldn't. How can you describe an energy which is beyond the words, beyond description? They should have kept quiet. That's the best description. Sometimes, how am I looking? This best, because I can't describe, maybe the other person will misunderstand you, but I can't put that description in the words. So, this Vedas, the essence of Vedas is balancing of energy, and that is a symbol. Normally, I don't know why only married women should put here. In my view, anybody who has got a victory of balancing, the victorious symbol is here. But if the victory is not there, there is no use of putting the balancing of Maike and Sasur, right? Sasur ki ghar and Maike ghar. Any balance. That's victory. Sharing of love between husband and children. How many? That's why only ladies have got that. Because you have to handle so many work. What we do, just go to office and come back with loads of money. Yes, Pranil? That's all, doctor? Yes. More than that, we are not doing anything. But you are managing. And every time you are being evaluated based on your capacity. And this is a symbol. One more victory. What do you call? The star you have. Right? Then, Simanta Sindhuram Kalpiyanamam Aim Rim Laltaye Tilakaratnam Kalpiyavanamam. Her eyes are always very attractive. If next word comes, but if you look into her eyes, it may put you into Maya. And also, if you go this way, Surya is there. If you go this way, Chandra is there. That again Maya. He says, I am a mixture of Maya and Jnana. Your job is to focus on the center. Then, neither this will affect you, neither this will bother you. And this also gives you a strength of living in present. So that's why, for us also, this is the important thing. Because whenever somebody looks at you, if I'm looking at Georgie, I'm looking at exactly at that red dot she's having. Just before the show began, I was telling my people, look at Georgie, how she put her bindi. And this gives pleasure. Not only jnana, pleasure also. And that is tilakaram. And what is the tilakam she's having? Kasturi tilakam lalata palage vakshastale kaustubham. Whose description is this? Krishna. There is no difference here. Same thing. Kasturi tilakam. What is this kasturi? Musk. It's a rare species of deer. And what is deer representing? It's the only animal which is very sensitive for sound. So where it is coming from? When you focus on my tilakam, which I have used kasturi for you, to give you strength, like a kasturi mriga, which is hypersensitive to the internal sound. You will become, that's why internal sound, this kasturi is taken from the navel of that kasturi mriga, below. So much is there. And you also, when you, if you have interest, mix some kasturi in your bindi and apply. It has some effect. Nobody can deny. Over a period you will be knowing some effect on your thought, attitude towards the world. So, Tilakaratnam Kalpyanamam Aim Reem Sim Lalitaye Kalanjanam Kalpyanamaha Kalanjanam. It's not surma, it's like, it's, what do you call Kalanjanam? How do you, translation for Kalanjanam? I forgot the word. What is Kalanjanam? Type. Kajal. Perfect. Kajal. The kajal she is having. When you put kajal, enhancement of the beauty of the eyes. Yes or no? If you put kajal, that means already wide eyes will become much wider. But you put more kajal, it will be scary. Again, should be like balanced kajal. There also, balance. So she is having a kajal. Kalanjanam, anjanam means normally somewhere in, I don't know about North India, South India, when you are losing some ornament or something is stolen from your house, they put anjanam and they'll tell, okay, that person has taken, this has been lost here. Most of the time it may be wrong also, but we go with the belief. Anjanam means knowing beyond your capacity. The person will be sitting here. Still he can say. Sometimes it will be correct. Here, Anjanam means two things. One is, I know your future, your past, all you know, your present, you know. The rest of the thing I'll take care. That is where Sarvajna Sandra Karuna. All of us will say Sarvajna Sandra Karuna Samanadi Vajita. These three continuously we break in our pujas, unfortunately. When you know that she is Sarvajna, how can you ask for something? On one hand, you are saying, you know what I want, you know who am I. On the other hand, you are giving a list. When you know that she is Sandra Karuna, there is no limit for her compassion. How can you complain? Raksha karo, daya karo, karo karo. Maybe that repetition of karo has created a corona virus. Some scientist has to find the everybody karo, karo, karo. What you are done, you doing. So, Sandra Karuna. Samanadhika vajjita. You cannot compare yourself with anybody. You are unique like others. Are we following? No. So all these qualities, she's saying, your job is to be in the present. At present, if you go minute, micro level, in the present, there is no activity of mind. Yes or no? At this nanosecond, if you go further, there is no activity. Mind, everything becomes. So, you are having life. Yet, na karmana na praja. At that point, you are on your own. You don't have a family. Only when you go to the past or to the future, you are accumulating. You're getting the taglines. In the present, you don't. So, Kala Anjanam Kalpe. Kala Anjanam. Kala has got two meanings. One is black. One is time. In the time also, it says one is future. Sorry, one is past. One is future. These two I am taking care of. Kala Anjanam Kalpyanam. Aim Rim Thin Lalitaye Pali Yugalam Kalpyamanam. This ear studs. Everybody should have an ear stud. There are certain important ornaments they prescribed for the welfare of women folk. You want me to share with you? Yes? No? But how many days you'll appear before me with all the ornaments? Very simple ornament. I'm not telling costly. Ear stud. Everybody is having now, right? Ear stud. One chain in your neck. Let it not be empty. Anytime, neither your neck or your children, daughter's neck. If you are scared of something happening because of the days, just put some chain like this. Something, not gold. Don't put artificial gold. Again, that fellow will be tempted. Put a clear ornament. By looking at it, everybody knows that it is not gold. One chain, ear stud. If you are married, never leave your marriage symbol. Bangles, at least 2 bangles, not one. Bangles, both hands. Not one hand bangle and one hand leather strap watch. Gone the energy. This hand has got 400 calories of energy. The leather touching the pulse, minus 600. You will run to the astrologer. Both hands. And then pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one, but not the least, is the bindi on the forehead. 1 week, you'll come before me. 1 week. And then if you want extra power, no string. Nasa bharanam kalpyamanam. It will come. So anyway, Pali yugalam kalpyamanam. For putting that ear stud, you need to make a hole. In olden days, the family goldsmith used to measure certain distance and puncture that place with a golden or copper wire. Very painful for the baby. But still, they believe that that act will sever the connection between the previous birth and this birth, the leakage of emotions, and it will safeguard the baby. So, ear stud has got so much expanded, so much purpose in, particularly in women folk lives. One is Soundarya Lahari. And it says, when all the, I think I already told you about that. Tatankai bhuta tapanodupa mandala. At that time I told. So the rays coming from the ear stud has got power to give life to even Shiva. That's what Soundarya Lahari says. So one ear stud she is wearing is sun, one ear stud is moon. That means if you meditate on this, there is a temple in Tiruchi, Srirangam temple. And that icon, that lady, that mother is having Sri Yantras as ear studs. Have you visited the temple near Sri Tiruchi? Yes. I always forget the name of the temple. Sri Yantra as the ear studs. What it means? By meditating on tilakam, you know how to be in the present. Your mind will be focused on the present. By meditating on the ear studs, which is again moon and sun, you'll be able to be free from the effects of past and future, which is karma. You will not think about past, you will not think about future. The ear stud has got that much effect. Number one. Number two, you will have the Chaitanya on this ear stud, Surya's energy. You have soothing, cool, compassionate, lovable energy here. Both are balanced when you are meditating on her ear stud. So, Aim Reem Sim Lalitha Pali Yugalam Kalpyanamam Aim Reem Sim Lalitha Mani Kundala Yugalam Kalpyanamam. Have I told all these things to you previously? No? Yes? Now Georgie is telling yes and you are saying no. See? I feel that I have already told this. Maybe in the Telugu class I am getting confused. Anyways, told about Mandir. Manikundalam is hangings. I think I asked you, what do you call, partially I told. So this is so attractive. And this is the world. One world is Jnana, one world is Maya. Same world, the two sides of the coin. And the Jiva is stuck between these two, illusion and truth. And he says, don't look at this. This is very attractive. You move your hand ahead, it will shake and very attractive. But focus on the ear studs. Focus on the tilakam. You will be free from both Jnana and Maya. Because Jnana, Maya are two, this Dvaitam. The combined is Ritam, absolute truth. And that you focus on, but don't get carried away by this attraction. Lolak Jhumka. I think somebody typed Jhumka also, I believe. Say, Aim Reem Sin Laltai Padi Yugadangal Pianama, Aim Reem Sin Laltai Madigundala Yugadam Galpianama, Aim Reem Sin Laltai Nasa Baranam Galpianama. Nose, ring. And then Nasa Bharanam also, we touch base with that in the Lalitha Sahasranamam before. One, she is having two Nasa Bharanas. One is having a red stone, one is having a white stone. And Kuja Sukra Graha. Red represents Kuja, Mangala Graha, Mars, and white represents Sukra Graha, Venus. So they say by meditating on that, you are free from the Kuja dosha and Sukra dosha. But it says, Rakta Sukla Prabha Misram Matarkam Traipuram Maha. Like we explained in the Mahalavanya Sevadihi, this combines this white color and red color. This is knowledge. White color is knowledge, and the red color is sacrifice. So you receive, you don't keep anything. You enjoy, you leave. So every time, leave means it's not like a forget. Don't remember that you know this knowledge. This is more important. Don't remember. Keep in your memory, I know this, I know this, I know this. I know how to do Yanavana Puja. I know how to do Yatarpadam. This kind of retention of that should not be there. You understand that this and this, the knowledge should be there. If anybody asks you, you tell. But every time remembering, I know, I am something, I am something, I am something, you can never understand everything. So, and also meditating on the Nasabharanam. What is the Nasabharanam? In Abhirami Andadi story, this is the Nasabharanam which threw in the sky, which made Amavasya tomorrow as Paurnami. That means all the Jiva's life, which is in darkness, without any guidance, in illusion, Nasabharanam. That's why in Tamilian culture, any South Indian Tamil is here? Tamil people from Tamil Nadu? Good. Nasabharanam is a must. Adillanna kalyaname illa. Before marriage, you need to have a nose ring. And that also has a purpose. Again, puncturing this. Now they have clips, ready-made clip, and then they remove it. But puncturing permanently, making a hole and then putting that, again, this balances her bond between the parents' house and the in-laws' house. This balance is a must for maintaining peace. So in that way also, this Nasabharanam is important. And tomorrow, we'll continue with Nasabharanam Kalpya Atharayavakam. We'll come to the lips, whether she is having a lipstick or what is that. The red eyes, the lips are very red in color. Why the lips have become red in color? Try to send a message. Imagine, and I'll see who is correct. Sri Matarva. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock.